I got a postcard from my Aunt Red. I mean, my friend Red. Red the Ant.
Oh, it's my new pencil ball.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
George, we ought to do something for him so he doesn't feel sad.
I know how we can cheer up Donald. We could send him a special delivery package.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, but someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Wonderful. Ready? 1, 2.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now let's catch those kisses.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's find out. How many kisses did we start out with? Well, we know that
now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And his throw here's incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Bonnie Calhoun.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now my is ready for double special delivery. Oh no! It's Donald! And his special delivery isn't ready yet. What are we going to do?
Well, we don't want to spoil Donald's surprise. Quick, everybody, hide the presents.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, they're playing playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. Call it a gain of 3, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
How sweet. Zuno's going to give Donald his favorite
So the
ball.
false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Room to run inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Everybody listen. Listen out for 2.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Special deliveries yet? No special deliveries.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Jackson now, buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down.
There you go, pal.
To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Henry. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A spin, fighting him off. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Will you help us find a pet for Daisy? Right. Come on, let's go to the Mousecador and get our Mousecad tools.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On the double. Mike, 56, right there, 56. 6-6, pull it high.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What kind of animal is it? Well, she's big and grows and has a trunk. What kind of animal?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's an idea. Maybe it's the
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson, flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Something that will make taking the back fun for the baby elephant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. This time, Jackson will throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, Wahoo. Ready?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Ready?
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Second and 5 now. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Harold Landry in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He sure is. He's 5 big building blocks tall.
Well, if the clubhouse is 8 blocks tall.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Check 52.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
64, weak. Tighten up, tighten up.
Will you help us sort out all the biscuit-shaped triangles?
Derrick Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Do you see any more biscuit-shaped like triangles?
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That good for 22 and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Jackson on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he will be brought down here at about about the 17-yard line.
You gotta make it so easy. You'll come out and grab the carry.
We use all our mouths to doors. Say super cheers.
Oh, I'm fishing for it. Let's help Goofy cast the fishing line. Reach way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run it again with Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Just one?
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill.
I can't choose. I'm going to keep all 3 of you.
It's caught by Davis. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 41, Tannehill. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Now our clubhouse pet Hall of Fame is complete. Gee, thanks for helping us find a pet for Daisy.
Not just one pet, all 3 of them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, everybody. Stand up. It's time for us to do the hot dog dance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Didn't we all have fun today at the clubhouse? Thanks for helping me find my 3 new wonderful pets for the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Pet Parade.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, boy, we had such a great time with all our pets today. Do you remember what we used to measure the giraffe?
The big building blocks.
Yeah, and how many blocks tall was the giraffe? You got it. The giraffe was 5
Play number
blocks
9
tall.
on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
See a real fool.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's me, Mickey Mouse.
Ready?
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Meat Scott, Blue Scott, Mickey Mouse.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right. We've got our Musketeers. Come on, everybody. Let's put on a carnival. Why don't we build a carnival right here? Good idea, Clarabelle. But we're going to need all our friends to help. Where is everybody? We need to get them here at once. The longer we wait, the hungrier the chickens will get. We better get moving. This sounds like a